He'll bring it out. It's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Lopez wants to fire. With the catch, it's Schiff. There he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. It's caught. It's a seam wide open. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest,
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's loose. Turning it on. Powers through. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll run it on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Oh, they're after him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
He's looking to pass. Trying to barrel in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fellow, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
North Carolina, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Lopez to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Rush is on him. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Got the quick pass. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Big fella moving. And they will score. Touchdown, Army! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get.
Returner brings it out to the 27.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Takes the handoff. It's gone. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Coleman. There's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Black Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Might be changing the route. They'll throw on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. Even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss.
There he goes. Running inside the 20. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heel. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
On third down, going up top. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for a crease. It's gone.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Lopez wants to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Pulls it in. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the tailback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Reed. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Buys a little time with his feet. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he made the extra point without problem. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Here we go. Do the show. Right. Here we go.
The give on the inside. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Lopez to pass. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hand off to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Looking downfield very late in the half. Extending the play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. It's a running room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, thrown for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Banks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll send the back in motion. Lopez wants to fire. Gets it out fast. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. And some room to work. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, UNC! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Using his legs to buy some time. The throw. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long. He's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And you just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Good. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's 3rd down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the 1st down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Coleman. Pressure coming. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. The Black Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Sets up the screen. Wide open spaces. All out of space. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's 2nd down.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lopez to pass. Going for the big play. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Tar Heels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Got the back over the middle. Turning on the Jets. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Third down coming up.
In the final period with a third down play. Trying the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over, and if I'm the...
There he goes! Lowers those pads. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Coleman. With the catch, it's short. It's a seam wide open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They go to the ground. He's loose. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
And the Tar Heels get it past the sticks.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of this from this offense. Listen, you're backed up on your own end. You got the lead. More importantly, you want to continue to run the clock, get first downs, be the physical team right here. The ground game, I imagine, is going to be a big part of their playbook moving forward.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game. So you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football. And if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt. Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. The sudden change on the turnover, and Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Give to the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side.